Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
The race here at the Yas Marina circuit will be starting shortly. With the fading lights, strong spotlights will take over, making the Abu Dhabi track a unique racing experience. The drivers will be racing here on Yas Island today through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are plenty of opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, at turns 8 and at turn 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps to come. I for one can't wait to get started, and there's another very excited little chap here beside me as well. It's our very own Anthony Davidson. Great to see you again today.
Thanks for that, Crofty. And I'm really anxious to get underway here. We've got all the makings of a great race today. World champions in competitive cars, lots of drivers on form, and I suspect a few strategists on the pit wall looking to try something a bit different and maybe jump their cars up the order.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. What a qualifying from Fernando Alonso. He starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo and Bottas, Verstappen, Perez, Hülkenberg and Romain Grosjean, Ocon, Magnussen, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Van Dorn, Hartley, Pierre Gasly and Marcus Ericsson. Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Try to... Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Lights out, away we go for the Christmas special in Abu Dhabi. Fernando Alonso gets a good start in P1 is McLaren, Renault. Sebastian Vettel is looking like he's catching up with Fernando Alonso, but Fernando Alonso is getting away. So this is lap 1 of 14 of the Christmas special. So I hope you did enjoy the Christmas music as we came into the start of the race. Sebastian Vettel looking like he's going to have a good prowl around this circuit. Good cornering there from a bit of a. Then Alonso took out a bit of the track. On board with Lewis Hamilton now as he goes around the start finish straight of a different division of racing. Fernando Alonso. To the back of the grid we have Sergei Sorokin in last place in his Williams. Then it is the Williams of Lance Stroll back to P1 with Fernando Alonso doing a great race day. P2, Sebastian Vettel. A nice shot from the hotel in the Yas Marina Street circuit. Well, it's not a street circuit, it's a track circuit. Alonso going a bit wide there. As we go on to lap number 2, Alonso still in the lead. Lap 2 of the race. So the order is Alonso, Vettel and Hamilton rounds up the top 3. We still have the pit stops to carry on with the race. This Christmas special race is still up for grabs. P4, Daniel Ricciardo. P5, Valtteri Bottas. And in P6, Kimi Raikkonen. P1, Fernando Alonso still having a great race so far. Had a great weekend so far actually. Best in qualifying. To the Sergei Sorokin, who is not having a great weekend, who was last in qualifying and is currently last in the race. Williams have not had a great season. McLaren, on the other hand, have had a slightly better season. Well, not a good season as they expected. They expect to have a better season, but aerodynamic problems failed. A bit wide there. Take out a bit of track there. Sparks line from the McLaren Renault. A touch wide there. Sebastian Vettel could catch up with Alonso anywhere on this track. A bit wide there. With Sebastian Vettel and his Ferrari. Unfortunately, Vettel did not win the championship. He went to Lewis Hamilton this year. Go across the line to lap number 3 of 14 on the Abu Dhabi race. I'm sorry if I keep saying Azerbaijan, it's just my head somehow. Alonso having a great finale in his season and in his career. Sebastian Vettel. Back on board, with the last car on the track. P number 20 goes to Sergei Sorokin. A bit wide there from the race leader Fernando Alonso, and that's very wide there, dangerously wide into the old pit entrance. Dangerously wide there again. With Vettel now, who is looking like he wants to try and make an overtake on Fernando Alonso as soon as possible. Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo. Ricciardo will be moved up to Renault next year. So this is his last race in the Red Bull car. Back to the race leader, Fernando Alonso. Unfortunately, Codemasters did not add in the Fernando Alonso finale race car for the game so far. Lap 4. Back to Sergei Sorokin, who is only just about to start lap number 4, and Fernando Alonso is already to the stadium section. Bit wide there. Onto this long start finish straight on the long DRS straight. Vettel is catching up. Dangerously close Vettel is. Looking like to make an overtake because DRS will be active on this lap. In the next couple of corners, DRS is active. So we're in the DRS zone. Vettel has got DRS on Fernando Alonso. He's catching up quite dangerously with that Ferrari powered engine. This will be a close call on this lap. Of course, Alonso will pit on lap 5. of the race. Come around to the last couple of corners on lap 4 on board on the side pod of Vettel's car. Fernando Alonso again. Come around to the start of lap 5 of 14. On to lap 5 we go. Vettel is catching up quite close to Alonso at the moment. Hamilton behind. This race is still to play for. In last place it is still Sergei Sorokin. Hopefully Williams can sort their engine out for next year so they can have a better season in 2019. Bit wide there. Going down the 2 kilometre DRS straight on the Yas Marina circuit. As other cars make their way down the 2 kilometre straight. Vettel is close on the DRS straight, and Vettel has got DRS again on Fernando Alonso, and Vettel looks like to be making a move on Fernando Alonso, and there's contact between the 2 cars. Alonso quickly corner there, trying to keep away from Vettel. Quickly corner again there. Going around towards the hotel. There's a nice shot there from the hotel in the Yas Marina circuit. The marina there with all the boats and all the fans washing off their boats. Go around now. Vettel is in the lead. Vettel has overtaken Fernando Alonso, and Fernando Alonso has contact. He has skidded and he's got back in track, back into P1, and now into the pits goes Fernando Alonso for his only pit stop of the race. How will McLaren do their pit stop this weekend? That was a nice quick pit stop from McLaren. Where would he come out? Of course, no one else has pitted, so he'll be coming out towards the back of the grid. There goes one of the Salvas, and he's behind his teammate. Alonso came out behind his teammate, Stoffel Van Dorn. Now he has aero shot the 2 cars. Alonso has got the corner and overtaken Stoffel Van Dorn. Still we are on the aero shot of Van Dorn. Looks like the Toro Rossos are having a bit of a scrap for their position. Looking at Pierre Gasly. Back to Fernando Alonso we are, who will be looking to attempt a manoeuvre on the next couple of cars, which are Sainz, Leclerc, Magnussen and Ocon. That will take Alonso into P10. It's overtaken Sainz, Leclerc and Magnussen. Ocon to go before he gets into P10. Nice shots of Leclerc's car. Nice shot of the dashboard of Carlos Sainz's car. Of course, he still has the Red Bull helmet, but he's still contracted to Red Bull in this season. He's going to go to McLaren next year, take over Fernando Alonso's seat. And that's an overtake from Fernando Alonso. And into the pits we go with Grosjean. That's a nice clean pit stop from Haas. Stoffel Vandoorne back to McLaren pit stop. Again, that's a clean pit stop. Still the pit is the top three drivers, which are Bottas, Raikkonen and Verstappen. Fernando Alonso in P4, trying to catch up the top three, who are going to be pitting this lap. So Fernando Alonso has the chance of getting to P1 by the start of the next lap. P1. Still, there's loads of cars that need to pit. That's Verstappen, Raikkonen, and Bottas is leading the way. Bottas is in P1 in the Mercedes. Bottas has come into the pits. Bottas is pitting in the Mercedes car, and we are on to lap 8 of the Grand Prix. Raikkonen and Verstappen have followed him into the pits. Let's see Mercedes stop. A nice clean stop from Mercedes to Red Bull stop. Good stop from Red Bull. Who's next? To Haas F1 stop. A very good clean stop in this race. Toro Rosso's Honda stop. Good stop. Williams with Sergei Sorokin. That's a quick stop for them. We are with the Honda Toro Rosso, who are fighting for their positions. Back to Charles Leclerc in that Alfa Romeo. Looking like to have a great season next year, maybe not to the Ferrari team. Moving down the order, Ocon, Grosjean in that Haas car. Sergio Perez will be joined by Lance Stroll next year. Bottas, Hamilton, Vettel, back to Sainz, back to Alonso. Sainz is not pitted yet. Sainz still to pit. Alonso's got damage to his car after that spin from after that crash with Vettel. Lap 9 in this Christmas special Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Back to Hamilton in second place. Hamilton's having a great race this weekend in P2. Back to Alonso in P1, who is around there, goes a bit wide there. Great shots to the McLaren there. Mercedes, who have already won the championship and the Constructors' Championship. Bit wide there. Nice shot of the front wing of Fernando Alonso's car. Fernando Alonso is having a great race. As we see, he's got side pod damage and he goes wide there. Nice shot of Hamilton's car. Hamilton, of course, racing under the number 44 car. To Alonso in P1. Lap 10. 4 laps to go in the Grand Prix. Soon we'll be hearing who is the driver of the day. Nice on board shot with Fernando Alonso. Nice shot of Hamilton's car. So the order is Alonso, Hamilton and Vettel. Back to Sergei Sorokin in the last place car in P20. Still no retirements in this Grand Prix. Still a chance for a retirement by the end of the Grand Prix. And there's still a chance for a safety car. And there is a chance of a McLaren winning the race again. McLaren having a great weekend. Great views there of the front wing of Fernando Alonso's car. Hamilton. Nice shots of that car going round under towards the hotel section. Alonso come around to the start of lap 11 of the Azerbaijan Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Great aerial shot of the McLaren as it goes round the start of the lap. Running a bit wide there. Coming round towards the stadium section. Nice corner there. Bit wide there. Going on towards the start of the 2-kilometre start-finish straight. Start the DRS straight. Hamilton with the aerial shot. Then it's Vettel. P3. There's no shots of that car. In 2019, Ocon will be the test driver for Mercedes. Alonso's car. Alonso will be retiring at the end of this race. There will be no races for Alonso next year. In last place, we have to remind you that Sergei Sorokin, who will be finishing his career in F1 this weekend, is in last place as well. George Russell and Robert Kubica will be joining Williams. Cleveland have a better season next year. Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz will take up McLaren's seats next year. Coming around to the start of lap 12. Nico Hülkenberg will be joined by Daniel Ricciardo next year in the Renault. Antonio Giovinazzi and Kimi Räikkönen will take the seats in Sauber next year. A little bit wide there, Fernando Alonso. Pierre Gasly, getting the move of his life, will be moving up to Red Bull next year. The senior team after taking 1.5 seasons in the junior division of Red Bull. Kvyat's back next year. That will be some great racing for Kvyat next year. He'll be joined by his new teammate Alexander Albon, who also got kicked out of the Red Bull program and now has been hired up again by the Red Bull program. So there's lots of good racing next year. So in the 2020 season we have lots of good racing to look forward to, including the Vietnam track. That has been announced over the last couple of months. Will be taking place with the widest F1 circuit, with some good racing there. A 5.5 kilometre circuit. Half of it is not being built yet, so it's got to be built next year. Back to the race leader, coming on towards lap 13, the penultimate lap of the race. Lap 13. The race leader, Fernando Alonso. So guys, I hope you are having a great Christmas wherever you are in the world. I hope you got everything you wanted for Christmas this year. Back to Hamilton in second place. You can see the distance between the two cars. Hamilton might try and make an overtake by the end of the race. Back down this 2 kilometers straight to the penultimate time. Sergio Perez will get a new teammate next year, being joined by the Lance Stroll in Racing Point Force India. And Alonso crashing into the whatever sign that was. There's lots of debris flying around the track. Hamilton looking to win his 6th season next year. There is serious damage in that car. Paint flying off everywhere with that crash with Vettel on lap 5 as they went into the pits. Hopefully McLaren will have a better season next year, trying to win more races than they have this year. They have not won a single race this season. Bit of contact between Hamilton and Alonso just then. Come on towards lap 14. We have started lap 14 now. The last lap of the Grand Prix. This race is still up for grabs for the top 3. Hamilton and Vettel are closing in on Alonso. Back onto the 2 kilometre DRS straight. Alonso is leading the race so far. This race is not up for grabs today for Sorokin, who is in last place. Going down towards the corner, and Alonso cuts the corner quite wide there, quite wide. And your the day is Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly is the driver of the day for the Christmas special at Abu Dhabi. Congratulations to Pierre Gasly for getting his car from a P17 into P15 in this race. And there's contact between Hamilton and Alonso. Hamilton losing a bit of front end plate. Coming down towards the finish of the race. And Alonso will cross the line to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
A great win then for the McLaren team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Yeah.